Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Academy here at Prairie Sports Village. We're going to do a head-to-head between the Cobra FA iron and the TaylorMade M2. And this is going to be a head-to-head going through all different types of categories. We're going to go on looks, feel, distance, forgiveness and workability. And I'm testing all this on GC Quad with Pro V1s. And I'm testing both of these sets of the Cobra and the M2 in the 7 irons. Now these are very strong lofted 7 irons, but they're quite a good matchup against each other. The TaylorMade M2 is 28.5 degrees of loft, and the Cobra F8 is 29.5 degrees of loft. Both sub 30 degrees of loft irons for a 7, which is really strong. So very much designed for distance, but is there much of a difference between the two on distance? We also did a poll on Instagram stories and thousands of people voted on the looks of these golf clubs, and that's going to play a factor. Because we're having a little play match against these two golf clubs. So let's go on the looks first. And it was quite a landslide towards Cobra F8. 68% of people voted that the Cobra F8 looked better than the M2. So Cobra in looks goes 1 up in this match. I'm now going to hit 5 full shots, and I'm going to hit 4 workability shots. Try and hit a fade, a draw, a low and a high with each club, and then we'll have a look at feel, distance, forgiveness and workability to see which actually, does any come on top, or will it be all square after all the shots hit? Let's go Cobra first, 7 iron, 5 shots each, and then we'll jump over to the M2. Okay, so we're going to move into workability test. F8 is first up with the fade. Okay, so TaylorMade M2 is next. So, adjustability, TaylorMade M2. Going with the fade first. Okay, so all the testing has been carried out. I've hit 9 with each club of the TaylorMade and the Cobra. And while it's fresh off the bat, let's talk about feel straight away. For me, there was a clear winner in the feel category, and it goes to TaylorMade. The feel off the club was way better than I was getting off the Cobra. The Cobra for me just sounds clicky, it feels a bit plasticky. Whereas the TaylorMade feel, I'm not saying it was exceptional compared to other clubs, but as a head-to-head, the TaylorMade was a clear winner in this category. So that actually brings the score back to all square. Looks for the Cobra, voted on Instagram. Feel for the TaylorMade, so it brings the match back to all square. So then we go to distance, and again, there's a clear winner. I'm going to beat around the bush with this because it's kind of gone one way quite heavily. TaylorMade M2, there's only 1 degree of strengthening in the loft, but it's actually carried the ball 6 yards further than we were getting with the Cobra. Now, the minimum requirement for this to win in this category has got to be a 5-yard difference, and that's all the 9 shots I hit through the test. So the M2 there gets 6 yards of difference, so it actually goes 1 up in the match, which was really interesting. And it was noticeable as well. As soon as the ball came off the face, it was absolutely firing off the face. Ball speed up by 4 miles per hour. Launch angle down by 0.3 of a degree, nothing much at all. Spin rate was higher on the TaylorMade. Pretty much across the board, it wiped the floor with the Cobra, which was really interesting to see. So then we go on adjustability and forgiveness. Forgiveness for me, I'm going to start with forgiveness first. I actually found that I hit great shots with the TaylorMade. I was way more accurate. And there was one bad shot that I hit with the TaylorMade, and it still surprised me that the total distance almost was pin high, which was really surprised me. Cobra, I just couldn't, when I misstruck it, I was punished more heavily than I should have been, I felt, certainly with a club of this caliber. So for me, the M2 wins the forgiveness category, so it goes 2 up in the match. The last category in this is adjustability. Now, typically, you're not buying these clubs to be an adjustable player. You're not really trying to fade it or draw it, or high and low, but it's worth to have in the locker. Now, I thought in my head that Cobra might have actually snuck this, but it didn't. I actually really struggled to get the shaping that I would like from the Cobra. Struggled to fade it, struggled to draw it. I could hit it high and low, no problem, but it was quite a neutral kind of channel ball flight. The TaylorMade, the one I thought I was going to struggle with was the fade, just because of the massive offset, but I didn't struggle with the fade. I didn't struggle with the draw. High and low was super easy. So again, adjustability, for me, workability, sorry, was definitely down to the TaylorMade. So that was 3 up. 3 up in the match. Done. So looks went to Cobra, but feel, distance, workability, and that forgiveness as well definitely goes to the M2 in this test. Guys, I'd love to hear what you think as well, though. I'm going to run a poll up here in the corner. Let's see if you can bring this match either back to 2 up or whether it goes to 4 up. It depends. Comment in the, vote in the corner if you would. Do you actually prefer the M2 or would you prefer the Cobra F8? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the corner below. Also, comment down in the description, how do you feel that this test was kind of carried out? Do you feel like it covered all the relevant topics? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. And if you are brand new to my channel, hit that subscribe. It's free to do, the big red button down in here in the corner. And we'll see you soon doing more iron head-to-heads coming your way. M2 smashed it.